Alright, so we've got two M&Ps. I know there's a lot of videos on the internet about M&Ps because they're awesome. At least I think so, but I'm biased. So I have a M&P 40 and a M&P 9L Performance Center. And we're going to compare the two today. So the box that the M&P 40 came in, I can't remember what it was called, but it's a kit. You get 3 magazines. The grips come with both guns. Comes with a holster. I'm not sure if it comes with the speed loader. I know it definitely does not come with the Storm Lake 9mm barrel. This is how I got it from the pawn shop. I'm not the original owner of this gun. It's got very dense foam. Everything fits in here pretty nice. Nothing to move around. These boxes, both of them, are identical other than the colors. They're just swapped. The boxes are not. Lapse is okay. They're not awesome by any means. And far from TSA approved, that's for sure. But both these boxes, where the plastic is, both here and under here, is really sharp. To hold this box is not very comfortable on either one of these boxes. So the differences are this being a regular M&P, this being the Performance Center. You've got Performance Center in the box. It's gray, and there's no hard foam. This is all soft. And this one, let's take this out of there. Nothing's cut in. It's just a flat piece. It's got some cut marks in it here. Now normally this one comes with magazines. I couldn't get the magazines shipped to me. I live in Colorado. We're only allowed 15 round magazines. This one came with 17 round. I got this one out of Kentucky. And they wouldn't ship them to me, which is fine. I have magazines that I purchased for the M&P 40 because I have a 9mm Storm Lake barrel. I needed 9mm magazines to convert everything over, so that was okay. Out the door, shipped, I got this under $700, which I was pretty happy with. I think it retails for $860, and I didn't see anybody actually selling it for $860. But I got a pretty good deal on this. Now, obviously, the guns are different. I really like this Smith & Wesson M&P holster made by Blade Tech. I don't know what model it is. I do have a complaint with it. There's a bar that goes across here. And I can show you that bar on the magazine holder. This bar is adjustable. It is really hard to adjust. Really hard to adjust. And even so, this one went missing. I don't know where I lost it. But that is my only complaint with this holster. I like how it's open here, so you can pull quickly. We're going to clear these. I know they're clear, but let's set this out of the way. Now, the first thing I noticed different are the grips. The grips on the Performance Center are much more aggressive, much more textured than on my regular M&P. The same with the extras. We got small, mediums installed, and large. I can show you the difference in the larges. This is being the Performance Center, and this the regular M&P 40. Now, this one And this one, you can see the one on the left, the regular M&P is 4 1/4 inch barrel. This is a 5-inch barrel. This one is ported. The stainless steel barrel. This one's also a stainless steel barrel, but it's coated. Now this M&P 40 has had night sights put on it. And the Performance Center is factory, white dots, raised sights, as you can see just how much they're raised. And they raise it because this one from the factory is machined, the core edition, for a red dot. And they both have rails up front for lights or lasers or what have you. Here's a TLR1. And it is super bright. We'll talk about that one later. Now, both the barrels are stainless steel. The regular M&P is coated. This one is not. The serrations on the back are the same. And magazine release is the same. They're pretty much identical from here down, other than the trigger. Now, other videos I've watched about the Performance Center says that this trigger stop is adjustable. It said you can stick an Allen key in there, adjust it to and fro, what have you. This one is not. It's just a piece of plastic that looks like it's press fit in there. I don't know if you can see that. Now the reset on this gun is like non-existent. There is a little bit of scratchiness still in this trigger. This one is way worse. The reset on this gun is a lot more apparent. You hear it compared to the Performance Center. See, I couldn't even find it there. I can feel it. I can barely hear it. It's way different. It's a lot more audible on the M&P 40 that I have. Now, this is going to get changed anyway. I may pull this trigger out. Actually, I was thinking about pulling this trigger out and sticking it in this gun, but I'm going to leave this trigger in here just because I like the reset a lot more. This trigger is coming out, and another video, I'll show you this. I'm going to put in the Apex This is the aluminum flat face. We got the whole kit. Set sear trigger. This comes with a 3 and 4 pound trigger spring. Not sure which one I'm going to use as of yet. 3 pounds sounds a little light to me. This is not going to be a carry gun. Strictly for target, competition, what have you. This one is a carry gun, nightstand gun. So I believe that is it. If you have any questions that you would like me to make another video about on either of these, just leave a comment. There it is. The Apex aluminum flat face forward set sear and trigger kit, the red anodized. This is model 100-055. I'm not a gunsmith by any means, but I did manage to install this myself. If you are going to install one of these on the Performance Center, I will note that you don't need to remove the rear sight. All you do is remove this cover, and then under that cover is a cover for the spring underneath it where it's normally under the rear sight. It's under here, and I believe it was a T5, super tiny hex head under there. I had trouble finding one that small, but if you have one that small, everything else should be pretty straightforward. There's a lot of other good videos on YouTube for how to install them. That's what I did. I did note that the trigger stop here for the factory trigger, I was looking on it on the outside, and I was under the impression that the set screw would be accessible from this side. It's not. It's actually accessible from the inside, and I noticed that when I completely stripped the gun. So if you want to adjust this trigger stop, you need to somehow, I don't know how you're going to do it. It's not easy. You're going to have to disassemble it to adjust that. Now with this Apex trigger, you obviously are not going to need to do that. Now we are still clear. And here's the trigger action. There is very, very short throw on this. And the reset is so minute, it's insane. Just a little bit. It's not very audible. You can feel it, but with the, I mean, this is the range of motion of the new trigger. Compare that to the old, that's a lot. Now, the safety does still work. Now, if I pull the safety in, it'll fire. So, tomorrow we'll go out and fire it and see what it does.